So there is another problem. We already signed in, and if I go to sign in page, I see this page. So I shouldn't be able to see this page because we already signed in. Let's fix this one in this video. I'll close these files, and quickly here in a constructor, we can check if the user has already signed in. Just go away. Don't stay in this page. Now we can just say auth on auth state changed, and then look for the user. And if there is a user, means we already signed in. So let's just kick the user out. So you can say router.push and go to, for example, homepage. We don't need the provider, so I can just make this one tidier, and we will keep these things here. If I click back, as you can see, the sign in here is not working. Let's log in. Now we are in a login page, and if I try to just put the URL manually and press enter, we see this page, and then we come back to the home page. We need to fix this one. In order to fix that one, we just need, in a constructor, in a sign-in page, we need to create a state. So this dot state will be, I'll just call it hide content, and by default it will be true. And then we are just saying, if there is a user, just go to the home page. Otherwise, this hide content will be false. And then we are checking the hide content in a return method. So we are saying if this dot state dot hide content return null. Otherwise, just go and show the form. So basically, what we did was that we just create a default state, initialize our state, and then by default hide content is true unless we want to show the content, which will make it false, and in that case it means the user is not authenticated. And then we're coming to the render method, and we're checking if the hide content is true, then it was null. If it is true, then show nothing, otherwise show the rest of the form. So let's quickly check it. Sign in, so show nothing, and then go out. I think it looks a little bit better. I have done the same things in a new, when we go and create a new blog. So blog/new. So we already signed in, we can see. And if you go to the blog, you see in a constructor, I'm checking if the user is logged in. By default, false. If the user is logged in a component did mount, I just change this state to true. And then inside the render method, I'm checking if the user is not logged in, just return null, otherwise show the blog, create blog. So in order to test that one, obviously we are logged in, so we can see everything. And if I just go out, and we need to fix this one because when we go out, we should go to a different page. So if I press enter, we're not showing anything. That's it. In order to fix that one as well, we need to quickly come here. I think we can just copy this bit and paste it here. And we say if there's a user, logged in is true. Or we can easily say, so we are using it here. So we're saying if it is not true, then return null. So we are saying if there is a user, we can also say router.push. And we like to go to the home page. I'll just quickly put everything in one line, so take less space, and we don't need this bit anymore. So if there is no user, it is an else part, so I need to say just go to the home page. So let's quickly look. We are not logged in or signed in, so I'm going to the blog/new, and then we come back to the home page, and everything looks fine to me. Let's just log in. Oh, probably I forgot something here. So the problem is when we are in a constructor, when we set the state hide content to true, and obviously we are changing it to false if the user is logged in or if it's not logged in this case. But it takes a bit of time for auth state change to go and fetch the authenticated user. So we quickly come here and show null. That's a bit of issue. Let's quickly fix it here. If you just put null, you should be able to see it. I'm going to refresh. I'm going to sign in. We'll leave the home page. And if I click on the sign in now we have this problem. So in order to fix that one, we just need to come and write some code in a component did mount. So with the component mount, we need to check for the user. So I'm going to get rid of this bit. And we are saying if the user is not authenticated, then set state. There we go. I quickly wrap everything in parentheses. We don't need any of these things. And probably you don't need this part anymore. We are checking if the user in a constructor hiding the content, and if there is a user, just push it back. And then when the component mounted, did mount basically, we're checking if there is no user, hide content will be false, so we should show the content. So let's quickly check it. If I go to sign in, good. And I probably need to just remove this one. So if I go to sign in, that's exactly what we want. And if I sign out and then sign in, we see everything. So things are much better now, I think. And then if you refresh, yes, obviously this one works. And as we go through the new, we should be able to just see we are not logged in. And if I go to blog/new, well, we saw some errors. Let's see, what are they? I'm going to just copy this part and paste them here. Okay, if there is a user, okay, cool. So I'm going to get rid of this bit because we don't need it. So everything should be fine, nothing here. We are not logged in, so I'm going there and put blog/new. Yes, everything's fine, smooth, blog/new, and we have everything we wanted. So let's just do a quick tidy up. So I'm going to get rid of these things, and also I'm going to sign in page. Maybe we can just do this part in component mount. So I'm going to quickly grab this bit. If there is a user, and then otherwise I'll just do this one, and maybe we don't need even to come here anymore. Let's go to sign in page. Looks fine to me. Let's log in. There we go. And if I try to go there with the link, there we go. I think everything's fine. Yes, everything's fine. So in that case, we don't need this one anymore either. And our page looks much better. So now we can test the sign out. And we already signed out, but we see this error. So let's quickly fix it. And as you know, we can just say the trick is mounted. It will be false. Well, I'll just do this one and copy this one quickly. And let's just test it one more time. So let's sign in. And now in a home page, I try to sign out. I sign out, I don't see any error in the console. So this one is also fixed, and we are ready to go to the next step.